Another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept.
You don't know what We Rock is. It is an organization that helps female entrepreneurs connect with a foundation that enables them to start their business. As I sit in the Delta Sky Lounge waiting for my flight to take off, I wanted to recap some of the amazing questions that I received from so many talented people today. Starting something new is scary. It is scary, personally and from a business perspective. How do I know if I want to build to be acquired? It really depends on what you're looking for. If your motivation and your interest as an entrepreneur is to have money, there's one route. Power, it's another route. Fame, title, recognition. Might also be that you are just doing what you love, and that's a work of passion. That has a whole separate dynamic to it. And the paths are not always clear. It is extremely important that you understand your why, your personal why. I understand that you may not have a lot of capital to start. That's okay. Nobody really does. But you have a belief and you have an idea and you have a vision and you have a plan. One of the questions that was brought up to me after the session was, okay, so I have an investor, I'm not really sure, we had a good relationship, but then they left, and then I was stuck with the people that were at the top of the investment chain, and it wasn't as good of a relationship. How do you handle it if your relationship with whatever advisor or board member you chose goes south? They invested in you for a reason, spent their time, their decision power. They had a belief. Their intentions were not to overtake you. They don't want to be CEO or founder of your company. But if they are kicking around things that seemingly don't make sense, it's because they don't understand. So try to figure out what they don't understand and bridge that gap. Somebody said today, it's like dating. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. There might be some education that needs to happen, some level setting, some tough conversations that say, I don't think we're on the same page. And if you're finding difficulty in having those discussions, then you need to go back to your mentor team or your executive coach and figure out, why can I not meet a board member toe to toe? It's the reality of it. The idea is that, again, you are responsible for your future and the future of your employees and your company. Now, this was a women-focused conference, and there was a lot of dialogue around women in a world that they're trying to balance everything. How do you ensure that there's balance? How do you work a full-time job while you have this dream of starting a company? Hold your boundaries. There was a point in my career where I was climbing and I was saying yes to everything, and I had two very, very young kids. And I knew that I was going to work my tail off early on, and it would be a sacrifice. And I didn't know how to say in the beginning, I am not taking calls, I am not responding to emails, and I am not joining any meetings between 5 and 7:30. That is my time with my family. I have had flights all over the world. I have had many conferences with Singapore in the middle of the night. And I had to find a way to express that without feeling guilty. I had to do that by owning the fact that family is also important to me. Why apologize for that? They're interested in my expertise for a reason. It's because I am who I am as a whole person, not just as some beck and call of an executive title. That's not who I am. I'm a whole person. What I found today was such a common theme of purpose. The people that were starting these businesses and the people that were investing in them, they all had a common interest, was to do something bigger than themselves. It was to do something that filled a certain passion that made a difference, a long-term, everlasting difference. You need to find the people that connect to that vision. How do I know when to grow and what is the time frame? It depends. It depends on what you want to do. There's no clear answer there. Just know your value. Your plan needs to back into that value, and it needs to be reverse engineered into the outcome you believe that you have and that you can make. Set your strategy, set your expectations financially, Do it in the belief that you will have everything you need, not from the place you're at right now, and work backwards from there. One of the last questions I was asked was about dealing with boards and C-suites and executive presence. There are people out in the world that are confident, and there are people out in the world that can walk into any room and ask for anything and just be who they are. But there is a difference in how you interact with a C-suite, and there is a difference in how you interact with the board. Knowing how to navigate what a C-suite needs and knowing how to navigate what a board needs out of its C-suite. Very, very different. It goes back to why you need a strong executive coach or a strong advisory board. You need these people that are fail-safe, in your corner, able to help coach, mentor, guide you, and to tell you when you're great, but here's where you need to level up. You need that kind of a network. There's an amazing network out there that cares, that is authentic, and that will help you discover your true why and your how. Lean on them.
Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria.